Alright YouTube, what's going on? It's Mesa Fail, Table Sean, Whatever Sean, Bad Ames McGillicuddy. I haven't used that word in a long time. Bad Ames McGillicuddy back at it with some Destiny 2. Alright, we're going to talk all about the Crucible in this video. I have been meaning to make this for a pretty long time, but just have not had a single moment to breathe. Now, if you're new to the channel, anything related to PvP on this channel is pretty much geared towards average players, casuals, things like that. Got to give the disclaimer because since Destiny launched, and I hate talking numbers, guys, it's so tacky, we actually got 20,000, well, just about 20,000 new subscribers. So when it comes to PvP, I'm average at best, and when I make anything like a review or talk about the Crucible, it's from an average player's perspective. I'm not very good. This gameplay was just a blessing, and I have no idea how this happened. This is my first and ever, I never even got one in Destiny 1. This is my only we ran out of medals gameplay. Never got one in Destiny 1. This is probably the only time I'll ever get it in Destiny 2. So let's get into the Crucible and what I've been playing and thoughts and all that sort of stuff. So first off, I only play quick play. I don't play competitive. I really think Clash needs to go. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of either hate or maybe some agreements, and I encourage rigorous debate in my comment section. A Clash for me is unplayable. I run solo PvP all the time. I don't play with other people. And why is it every time, well, not every time, but it feels like almost every other game I get into is stacked against a full clan or a full party? I thought you PvP MLG pros wanted your own playlist. Well, you got one. It's called competitive. Why are you guys in the quick playlist? Now, Clash I was never a big fan of in Destiny 1 just because it seemed like everyone sat in one place and sniped. Well, now it's everyone sitting in one place with Mida multi-tool or sitting in one place shooting at another group of 4 people. I feel like the game mode just does not work. On the flip side though, Supremacy, which I really didn't get along with in Destiny 1, to me that's the most fun playlist in quick play right now. Control's pretty fun too, but for the most part Supremacy I like because people move. I feel like in Clash, and of course I want to hear from you guys in the comments, for me Clash is just everyone just staying in one particular area and seeing who can team shoot who. I mean, to me it's no fun. I really wish we had Rift back, and I really wish we had Rumble back. You know, Rumble was the way my average butt would basically warm up. I would go into Rumble and see which weapon am I going to be good with tonight. You know, I was one of those players where it just, every night it was like one particular weapon type I was like really good with, right? Sometimes it was Mida night, sometimes it was Lord Hide Fixer night, sometimes, well actually most of the nights, it was the Supercell night. That was like, for some, I think it was the only person at the end of Destiny 1 that consistently used the Supercell. I love that thing. Maybe that's why I like the meta right now, or how Destiny 2 is playing for PvP, because I love auto rifles, and I feel like auto rifles are really good. I am, you know, everyone's talking about Mida. I am terrible with Mida in Destiny 2, whereas in Destiny 1, I was much better with it for some reason. And I think it's probably just because I haven't given it enough time in the Crucible. All I do is use auto rifles because they're fun. I hose people down. Yeah, okay, you know, one could argue auto rifles, no skill. I know, I've seen that a few times in my comment section. That's cool. I don't have skill, but it's fun. You know, auto rifles work for me, hose people down. Try to go for the head. If I don't, I just hose them down in the body, and I try to use my either Prosecutor, Origin Story, Scathe, still really good. Now, I really do like that we have only 2 playlists, and they rotate the game modes. I feel like they probably went that route because if they made a separate playlist for all the different game modes, we'd probably have more connection issues. That's just me speculating there. I mean, think about it. If we had just a couple of different playlists with the different game modes, people are just going to go with the one game mode that they like to play. I know for me, in Destiny 1, I was a big Control fan. That's pretty much the main game mode that I was into. Sometimes Skirmish. Supremacy, I'd stay away from. Salvage, could not stand, and so forth. So with keeping it with just 2 playlists, I think they did that on purpose to cut down on any connection issues. You want to play either Rumble, Supremacy, or Clash, just go into quick play. If they made separate playlists for all the different game modes, I guarantee you we would have people complaining about lag. Because think about it, if there was a certain game mode that no one liked, and you'd go in there, you know what, the population would probably be low and you'd have connection issues. So I think it does make sense just to have 2 playlists, and you know what, throw all the game modes in there, make them rotate. Now with regards to balance in terms of weapons and what I'm using, I've said it a million times, auto rifles for me. I've tried hand cannons out a few times and they're good, they're really good. But the problem is, if I'm in a 1v2 situation, or the way that Destiny 2 is playing out, where it's mostly about team play, and of course that involves team shooting, I have not had luck with hand cannons. every now and then someone will come up behind me and sneak around, and I slept on them. I didn't see them on my radar or my tracker site, and they came up behind me with their better devils and smoked me. Now, on social media, I see folks saying that hand cannons and pulse rifles probably need a little bit of a buff, but I mean, think about it. When it comes to hand cannons, I mean, how much stronger are you going to make them? And even if you do make them stronger, that's not going to remedy the situation if you're in a hand cannon versus, you know, like I said, 1 versus 2. I don't know how that's going to play out unless other people start... Unless you're against a team that's all running hand cannons, or, you know, if there's just not enough 1v1 gunfights. That's why I really wish Rumble was back. With regards to pulse rifles, man, I still love the Nightshade that we had in the beta. All right, there's my first ever. We ran out of medals. The Nightshade, that's a damn good pulse rifle. It doesn't have any amazing perks in it. I think it's got kill clip on it. But the thing, you know, if you're in a auto rifle gunfight and you're using the Nightshade, if you've got good aim, and I don't, you're going to do well with that thing. But I would say just medium to maybe close range. I don't really have luck with that thing when it comes to long range. As for other pulse rifles, the slower firing ones, I've tried them out. I just have not had any luck with them. If I tried using them, I'm either getting mited, and the mite is going to take me down way faster, or I'm getting hosed down by an auto rifle. So pulse rifle is the only one that, right now for me, and let me know in the comment section, a pulse rifle to try. I gladly want to try more. I've been using hand cannons a lot lately, trying to make, just trying to get a feel for like what they are in a 1v1 situation, but man, I'm finding it really hard to use them in the Crucible. Let me know, like, I totally thought that was a teammate right there. Let me know in the comment section, have you been using hand cannons, and what's your thoughts on them in the Crucible right now? But overall, I feel like the quick play and the call to arms quest that you need to do to get a powerful engram, I think it works well. You know, it's not too lengthy. You don't have to be a beast to go in there, get your powerful reward, and yeah, all right, it does seem Destiny 2 in general is catered to the casuals and average people, and I'm fine with that. But I will say that it does achieve its purpose. I have a good time when I go into quick play, except for when it's Clash. Clash, I seem to never have a good time. I either get destroyed, or it's just I get a million assists because everyone's just sitting in one spot, team shooting the other people. But for the most part, quick play has been a lot of fun for me. Now, I'm obviously not talking about the competitive playlist because I can't give you guys any feedback. Maybe I'd like to hear from you guys in the comment section. I don't play competitive at all. And like I said before, it's because I'm a solo player. In those game modes, you need communication. But man, I would love to see Rumble come back. I just cannot have a good time in Clash. And where's Rift? God, I loved Rift. Rift was so much fun. But then again, okay, let's say Rift came back, one of my favorite game modes from Destiny 1. Well, where would it fit into? Could they put it in quick play, or would that fall under competitive? I don't know. What do you guys think in the comment section? Do you guys miss Rift? You know, Rift, look, in Destiny 2, they simplified the scoring system, which I like. Games are quick, to the point. Well, rarely do they ever actually go to the max points, or at least in my experience, but at the same time, they're not going on forever. Rift was one of those weird game modes in Destiny 1 where there was a lot of mercies, yeah, games never really dragged on in Rift. They were usually over pretty quickly, so I would assume that they would score Rift like kind of how they're scoring Control and the other game modes right now. Simplify it, make it easy to play. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comment section all your thoughts and opinions. That's it, guys. Do me a favor. Drop a like in this video, only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually known as on YouTube. And that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.